Well, I'm Dido, and when I look at what I've done in my life, I've been in love with a pattern. For 45 years, I've been in love with a pattern, and I've been working more and more deeply into this pattern to discover all its wonderful potential and what it can do for us. I do believe that it can create a future for us, or we can use it to create a future, which we desperately need at the moment in our climate change world. Yeah, so I didn't invent this pattern. Many people have worked with it and are more and more working with it. You can find it in nature, in permaculture, in ecofeminism, in lots of different versions of this pattern. Yeah, so it's transformative. I can spend, all all my life just saying, oh, now what can we do with this part of the pattern? How could we live this one? Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, no, perhaps that's not, perhaps this is a better idea. Oh, that wouldn't work. This would, it's just so creative. Yeah. So I was trained in Tibetan Buddhism, which is what I teach. And I've used that. Like that actually has the pattern in it. It's not usually pointed, or we don't usually look for that pattern in this way, but I looked for it. And so I use that meditation to see if I can live deeply inside in my imagination, use my imagination, my emotions, my body feelings to see if I can live that way. One of the meditations that we do is to imagine yourself as an enlightened being. For instance, the green Tara of, who's the goddess of the forest, who's for compassionate, skillful means. So you imagine yourself as her, I imagine myself as her, and imagine that I have this wisdom of skillful means. So I've become much more like her as a result of doing that. That's just one example. There's so many ways that I've applied this to see if we can, because the thing is, you can't just decide, all right, I've got this pattern, let's arrange it outside. We actually have to transform our inner world to live this pattern as well. And then the outside world, we can know what to do. Yeah, so that's what my work has been about and what I hope to share in different ways, many different ways, because it needs many different ways. And in this climate emergency that we've got, it's even more important to do it quickly, whereas the inner work is usually slow, to find ways of accessing that So there we are. I hope you find some interesting, transformative, inspiring material in this site.